Back with the Ron and Fez show. Ron Bennington, Fez Whatley with you.
What you gonna do, Fezzy? It is the Ron and Fez show. I'm Ron. There's Fez.
Hey, everyone.
Just hanging out tonight, talking about the fact that we're meat eaters, which is a really strange thing. I got to tell you the truth. I don't normally give it much thought, and I can't see myself as a vegetarian or a vegan. But I will say the thought that we take animals and we kill them and cut them up and then cook them and then eat them is a weird thing, as much as I love food. It's an odd way of being. The other part of it, too, Fez, that's weird, is that when you really look at, like, the smart people that we've ever had on the planet, and I mean the people that just make leaps and bounds of everybody else, the Da Vinci's and the Albert Einsteins and even, like, Gandhis, they always seem to be vegetarians. It always seems like the smarter you get, the less likely you are to just start tearing into somebody else's carcass.
At least appetite evolved.
Yeah, it's just like, it's just going, wait, that's a little too weird for me to get into.
You mentioned the ribs earlier, and when I eat ribs, like over your house, I like to just see what kind of pile of bones I can put together, of rib bones.
Like you're a zombie or a monster or something.
Like you would have that in a cave somewhere. Just a collection of bones that someone stumbled upon.
And, you know, the other point of it, Fez, is you, like, got really upset that they kick or push some chickens around. And yet you're not upset that they kill chickens and that you eat them. It's a weird thing. It's just, in the paper the other day, a guy got arrested for having sex with an animal. And we're all horrified when we hear that. It's sickening. And yet we eat animals. And that doesn't seem to weird us out at all.
Which would the animal rather have?
Well, actually, it should get the option. You should be. I think if I'm the if I'm the bulldog, I'll just say kill me and get it over with. All right, if you had to have sex with an animal, Fez, what kind?
Probably like a mink or something really, really soft.
Look how fast he came up with that. Like, maybe you've been thinking about this for years, and you finally had the opportunity to get it out there.
A panda looks really, really soft.
Maybe an elephant, so you know you're really not going to touch too much. I definitely wouldn't anything that I had to get on a ladder for. That's just gross. All right, this coming in, Hitler was a vegetarian. So, that's the problem. A lot of times these vegetarians will start the Third Reich, and who needs that?
They'll go quite mad for the lack of meat.
All right, can we just dump out of all this stuff where we brought up sex with animals? It's just gross. I just wish we never brought it up at all. Here is Robin. Robin, you're on the Ron and Fez show. Whoops, hold on. Let me try it again. Robin, there you go.
Hello.
Hi, how are you, Rob?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Good, I was listening to y'all talk about eating meat and vegetarians.
Yeah.
And I come from a family of vegetarians.
All right, see, that's the thing. I think if you were raised by vegetarians, there's no way you would hop into eating animals as you got older.
Well, you know, I wasn't raised by them, though. My sister has always been a vegetarian. She's always hated meat. She finds it disgusting. I became a vegetarian when I was 14 because I got food poisoning from meat.
Uh-huh.
So
yours is more just health-related, not so much...
I eat it now, but it grosses me out. I eat it because I need it.
Right.
But the whole eating an animal, you know, it was living at one point and now it's on my plate, grosses me out.
It is kind of gross, but I don't really stop to think of it. But see, you came up with a good point. When I know people that are vegetarians and their doctor says, look, you've got to stop this.
Right, that's what it was for me. I wasn't getting protein, so I had to eat it. My sister, on the other hand, she gets plenty.
So you're saying we need protein, right?
Right.
And we're not going to get that from beans. Let's face it right now.
It's just not going to happen.
Huh?
Soy is filled with it, though.
Have you ever eaten soy? It's awful.
I have. Have you had Boca burgers before?
No. Why would I, honey? I was out with Fez, and he had some kind of Hawaiian burger today. What the hell was that?
I had the Aloha burger, which was delicious.
And then the waitress was so happy that he ordered it. Like, oh, the Aloha burger.
Somebody got it.
All right, thanks. Hey. Finally, we can start move these. All right, so you were a vegetarian. You had to quit. All right, thank you very much. Here is Corey. Corey, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, guys. How are you?
How are you, darling?
Good. Well, I'm calling in because I'm vegan. I've been vegan for almost 4 years. And my boyfriend's been vegan for 10 years, and he's super hot. So
super hot how? He looks like Moby?
Oh, he's hotter than movie.
Oh, that's difficult.
Anyway,
So
you talk about...
How'd he pull off that trick?
He's sexy. He's sexy.
Yeah.
He's vegan sexy. Anyway, so you talked about so many things, and I've, been listening for a few minutes now, so there's so many things that I wanted to say. But
You go ahead.
Well, ultimately, there's so many myths about animals that are killed for food, like some of the things that were said earlier about them being killed instantly in this, 100% efficient kill line, which of course isn't true. I mean, it's mass machinery that of course is faulty, and, the industry is out to make a buck. So of course animals, besides the torture they endure in their short lives, and some of them have longer lives, unfortunately, before they're, killed. I mean,
most of them are killed nicely, right?
Well, I used to live on a farm, and I had to take cows to the slaughterhouse and everything. And a lot of times, I've even seen it with my own eyes, that the machine didn't work right. It would only go halfway through, or, it wouldn't hit right on the money.
Do you have some kind of Silence of the Lambs memories?
No, actually, I was always very comfortable with eating the animals that I once fed.
All right, let me answer this, Corey.
Sure.
The whole vegan thing, why aren't you eating cheese? Because I know I can't give up cheese. As much as I could give up meat, maybe. Cheese is out of the question.
Well, you mentioned earlier veal calves, and one of the reasons I don't eat cheese or any dairy is because veal calves are a direct product of the dairy industry. Every male calf that's born to a dairy cow is stolen away from her within the first day of his life and is, chained up and tethered for a few weeks and, made to be anemic. So that, the whole veal thing. You talked about it. So, that's one of the reasons because... it's still tied to the...
So you're not going to support any of their side businesses.
I understand that, but you ever had it on a cracker?
I used to love cheese.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I used to love it, but,
maybe
it's good when it's melted.
Fez, could you become a vegan, you think?
Oh, yeah. I could do that easy.
But, more
You just don't eat the stuff.
Well, they're coming out with so many good alternatives. I mean, there's nothing that I crave that I can't have anymore.
All right, what's your alternative to a steak?
Well, I just grill up some sort of veggie burger or
I like the way that you say some sort of. Do you know what I mean? Because it's not that good. I've tried some veggie burgers and didn't feel like I was eating a cheeseburger.
Well, anything out of a cardboard box isn't as good as something made by a chef. But there are so many restaurants. I mean, there are famous restaurants in New York, San Francisco, and D.C. that are making great food.
You're right. The vegan restaurants and vegetarian restaurants are coming up leaps and bounds to where they were like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And a lot of chefs are working that way.
Yeah, I have older friends who've been vegan a lot longer than me, and they say I'm real spoiled because I'm getting all this access to great food. But, yeah, there's a really good website called tryveg.com that has lots of different information and also links to area restaurants and
I may
stores.
sign up for that.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least,
you ate
check
2
it out.
steaks the last time you were at my house, and you ate 2 slabs of ribs. And I wish that was some kind of radio joke. But people get up and leave the table when Fez is eating.
I never know why I'm always the last one.
All right, well, thank you very much, Corey.
Thank you.
Bye, darling.
Bye.
Here is John. John, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Now, guys, we can make the same argument about eating plants and slaughtering them, killing them. What's the difference?
They have proven that plants do have feelings, Fez. And the difference there, for me, is a plant can't get away. And that's got to be just horrifying when you just see this entire city of corn that you've been living with getting mowed down, and you can't even take off.
Exactly.
That's got to be awful. I don't know how the vegetarians vegetarians could deal with that.
Yeah, I know. What's next if they, start protesting plants getting slaughtered?
Here is Michael. Michael, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy.
I kind of agree with something Ron said earlier.
Finally.
I mean, if you're killing these animals and they don't lead very nice lives, probably getting thrown around like a football, it might be the best part of their day. I mean, it's hard for me to get upset about that stuff when you're killing them for food.
Yeah, it is an odd thing. It really is odd. Now, what do you eat, Michael? You eat meat as well, or you don't care one way or another?
No, I'm vegetarian.
Vegetarian, and is it for your own health, or Is it because you like animals?
No, it's I don't know that I like animals really, but I just don't really want to kill them if I don't have to. It's not really for health reasons, mostly just ethical reasons, I think.
All right, here's, Fezzi, some of the stuff that was sent to us. Famous vegetarians, Albert Einstein, as we mentioned, Albert Schweitzer, Benjamin Franklin. I never knew that was a vegetarian.
I had no idea. I always had that little pooch.
This one will shock you. Bob Barker is a vegetarian. Bob Dylan, vegetarian. Billie Jean King, that one does. Candice Bergen is a vegetarian. The Captain and Tennille, vegetarians.
That works out good.
Brigitte Bardot, that's not a shock. Charlie Watts is a vegetarian. Here's one that's another shocker. Charles Darwin, because he studied nature. It seems like anybody who studies nature is not in a great mood to eat something that's living.
He doesn't want to eat something that's evolved from the sludge.
Well, I know it's just the opposite. That he sees that as having just as much of a life as he has. Here's one I can't believe. Danny DeVito is a vegetarian.
Yeah, he doesn't look like a vegetarian.
David Carradine, vegetarian. He looks just like one. David Duchovny, he needs to eat something. Ed Begley Jr., no shock there.
Yeah, he would be going. He's not going to be going through drive-thrus in his electric car.
Fiona Apple is a vegetarian, but I wonder if she eats fruit with that last name. Hank Aaron, Hammer and Hank, is a vegetarian. That one shocks me.
Now he looks like a guy that would like to go out for a big steak dinner.
Henry David Thoreau, vegetarian. Again, a guy who studied nature, not really in the mood to eat it. These are amazing. Maybe Jerry Seinfeld, vegetarian.
Yeah, I could see that happening. That doesn't seem too odd. Maybe add Fez Whatley to the end of that list in the W.
Are you really thinking about it?
I'm going to consider this one.
And it's just because of tonight?
I don't know why the story of that video weirded me out so badly, because I never even saw that video.
It just drives you crazy, huh?
It really got to me.
All right, this one is going to push you over the edge and have you join the ranks. Are you ready?
Yep.
Killer Kowalski.
Hi, man.
Is a vegetarian.
Now, he tore off Yukon Eric's ear.
Da Vinci, we mentioned Leonard Nimoy. Lenny Kravitz is a vegetarian. I would like there just to be a vegetarian party, because there's a lot of really cool ones.
Yeah, if just half of these are at the meeting, I'm going to love it.
Mary Tyler Moore, another one of your idols.
Yeah, she could eat something, though.
Michael J. Fox. Milton Berle is a vegetarian?
No, not anymore.
Gandhi, we mentioned. Natalie Portman, vegetarian. Peter, okay, that's the wrong one. Peter Sellers was a vegetarian. Peter Gabriel, vegetarian. Peter Max, a lot of Peters in here. Ralph Waldo Emerson, another guy who would write about nature, vegetarian. Very, very odd, Fez. And you're thinking you're going to definitely try it?
Yeah, I'm going to see how long I can go without meat.
Me and Hefe tried to do that last year. You guys remember?
Oh, yeah, I do remember that. How long did you go?
I only went 2 weeks, and Hefe went 1 day longer than me, and then he just buckled.
And then you guys went out and ate as many burgers as you could?
Yeah. I quit when we went to the first Dave & Buster's we did, and
you saw some food?
I saw some burgers, and I had to have them. Because my girlfriend's a vegetarian, and it was fairly easy for me to make the transition because I've already eaten a bunch of those veggie burgers and chicken.
Did you feel any difference, like in that 2 weeks you were off of meat? Did that start to affect you at all?
I started really craving it, which I didn't think I would. Like you're actually craving a steak. You're actually craving a hamburger. But you aren't.
I am now. Just thinking about it.
You aren't hungry really. You want that feeling of meat in you.
Yeah, see, that's what I have a feeling that I would be like that. But I would just think, I need some meat here.
I think I could do it and never miss it.
Susan B. Anthony, vegetarian.
And she ended up on $1.
St. Francis of Assisi, Sir Isaac Newton. Again, my problem is all the really smart people were vegetarians. And just to prove that Tony La Russa, vegetarian. Fez, you're joining a really great group here.
Yeah, this is a nice elite company.
Yeah. Weird Al Yankovic, another one of your heroes.
Now, he looks it. He looks like a stalk of celery.
All right, ADF says Albert R. Broccoli is a vegetarian. By the way, ADF is very excited because it looks like Spider-Man is falling off the heavy pace, at least according to ADF, Fez.
Yeah, Spider-Man didn't have a good week up against iRobot.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens there.
But it still made like $25 million, right? You don't expect it to win 4 weeks into the summer season.
Yeah, I mean...
It still made a decent amount of money.
Yeah, if it could keep pulling it, see, like even in its second week, the drop-off wasn't that much on it.
Yeah. I don't hear anybody talking about it. You know, like you went to see it first day, but I don't have friends bugging me like, hey, have you seen Spider-Man? You know? And I was getting that with Shrek, believe it or not.
I felt good about it when the second and third week, it still had strong weeks after it. And I'm trying to think of where I think Spider-Man might be at $280 million, $290 million, and Shrek is over $400 million, like maybe $430 million.
Yeah, so he said he'd eat a hat. He's a vegetarian, but he said he would eat his own hat if his favorite movie, Shrek, doesn't win. Hey, Lisa, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
So I just wanted to say that I'm not a vegetarian, but my husband is. I love eating meat. My husband hates it.
Does he cry every night that you sit down for dinner?
Oh, not at all. And he loves grilling for me. He loves it.
What? Oh, yeah, so he has fun grilling. He just doesn't want to eat it for his own.
No, he does it for dietary reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's great. I mean, I went through the vegetarian thing when I was 14. You know, I went through the whole pain and angst when I was, you know, the teen.
Yeah.
And went through, you know, oh, God, I can't kill an animal, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, I can't kill a pet. So anything that I name, I can't eat. I mean, you know how it is.
Yeah, I understand. All right, thank you very much. Hefe said when he went those 2 weeks without meat, he felt like a hungry lion. He started stalking back and forth. Hey, when are you getting on the Hideout? When are you getting your new tattoo done, Dubs?
I'm getting it done tomorrow night from Kenny from Honky Tonk Tattoo.
And what exactly are you getting on your arm?
I'm getting the Lions logo, and underneath it it's going to say Super Bowl Champions 2005.
Even though you know there's no way in hell that's going to happen.
I've heard some rumors that they're going to do very well this year.
I watched a little bit of the quarterback challenge. Did you guys see that at all this weekend?
No, I missed that.
I'm trying to think. I saw Joey Harrington. At least he was invited this year, which I felt good for him. The kid in Seattle won the whole thing.
Matt Hasselbeck.
Yeah, Matt Hasselbeck. And I'm going, well, maybe his wife will be here. And then I'm like, wait. It's the other Hasselbeck, the one we have.
Tim.
Yeah, that has the famous wife. Here's Rob. Rob, you're on Ron and Fez. We lost you, buddy. Here is Mark. Mark, you're on Ron and Fez.
Buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Yo, I don't mean to be negative, but Fez, you'll be lucky to make it through the night without a meatball sandwich.
Hey!
It is true, Fez.
But
if I put my mind to something.
We have some nice food from Applebee's that just came in. Why don't you bring that in here, Chapin? So, Mark, are you a vegetarian?
No, my wife is.
Yeah.
I was calling to say, and I've had this experience with a couple other females, is that
they don't have the impurities of meat running through their system, so as you kiss them, they taste better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, Fez, that'll be good for some of your partners. Like Stalker Patty.
I did not kiss Stalker Patty.
Or whoever. All right, what kind of great food do we have from Applebee's brought into us tonight?
Well, we got lots of stuff here. All right, that doesn't tell me what we have to eat.
I have no idea. We have some salads from Applebee's, also some
quesadillas are in there.
Yep.
Oh, I like quesadillas.
Also some dessert.
They have meat in them, Fez.
Oh.
Yeah.
Quesadillas are a meat.
Well, some of them have like little pieces of chicken in them.
Maybe I'll pick that out.
Well, you can't do that. You're still getting flesh.
All right, there's a little strawberry dessert.
All right, hold on. Let me see this. Death Metal Mo said, our teeth are used to tear flesh. Don't deny it. I've always heard both arguments. Number one, people say that we have flat teeth, like the fact that we're not supposed to be eating flesh, like we're supposed to be eating plants. And other people say, well, we have the incisors, and they're made to tear flesh. But if you look at our teeth, or bite down on something, it's not as easy as, let's say, a dog biting into something. You know what I'm saying? They have much more aggressive teeth than we have.
Do dogs have molars where they would grind stuff?
I have no idea. Now, what's the grinding for, Fez? Is that for plants? Or
I think that's for plants and grains and stuff like that.
Chapin, what are you opening up there and showing off like you're a waitress?
I think we have Applebee's new Weight Watcher menu here. I think they sent over everything that they put on their new menu for Weight Watchers, and it smells really good, man.
Well, what is it that you're holding open?
It's like a strawberry dessert ice cream looking thing.
No, give me a fork with that.
Yeah,
instead of just opening it up and swinging it around. And thanks for finally showing up. It means a lot to us. Not much to it.
It's Weight Watchers.
Oh, I understand. Okay. So this is the proper way.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm on Weight Watchers, but I double up.
Oh, okay. So here it is. It's here after months of extensive testing running in 70 restaurants nationwide. Applebee's has selected the best Weight Watchers items for their national menu launch.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, you're a big fan of Applebee's, right, Fez?
Oh, yeah. So the new menu has 10 new Weight Watchers items.
Well, you can go there and have fries. Everybody is eating this way now.
I'm just eating fries and gravy.
Yeah, fries and gravy. That's it for you.
No meat.
All right, now, I got this on the instant feedback to Ron and Fez at AOL.com. Humans are omnivorous. We are designed to eat plant matter and animal matter. Now, is there any other animals out there like that?
I would wonder if, like, a fish is like that. Where they would eat,
they just eat seafood.
Where they would eat plants in the water and also other fish in the water.
Now, I've seen dogs eat grass before.
Yeah, but I don't think you're supposed to put grass in a dog's bowl. They seem strictly meat.
No one ever says, and also give them a nice salad to your dog.
They keep their teeth nice and clean.
All right, let's take a break. We're going to eat, and Fez, you sit quietly until we're done and think about fresh fruits and vegetables.
I guess I'll just be happy with some of these mandarin orange slices. That's all I need, my friends. I'm a vegan vegetarian.
All right, let me check with you, Dubs. How long is he going to go?
2 days.
I say he goes 2 weeks. Because Hefe did 2 weeks. How long do you really think you'll go, Fez? Life?
I think I could probably go a month.
If you can go a month, you've got it.
Well, that's what I'll be fighting for.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Can I have your strawberry?
Yeah. It's the Ron and Fez Show.